Learn to be single. Learn to master being single. Being single does not mean that you're just talking to a bunch of people. That's actually not what being single is about. Being single is about being okay with yourself, loving yourself. This is something that you see a lot on social media where people talk about you need to learn to love yourself. And you're like, what does that mean? It means that you're able to just be alone and enjoy your own presence and just sit there and not do anything. Here's the test of if you love yourself or not. Go anywhere, right? In a quiet place, private place, maybe in your bedroom, maybe in the middle of your living room, and just sit for an hour and do nothing. Sit for an hour and do nothing. Literally an hour. And if you just can't stand it, if you can't just sit there and just not do anything, you don't love yourself. You don't have the patience. You don't have the discipline. And this is something I do every single month. Once a month, I'll sit for an hour and do nothing. Not even like meditation. It's not affirmations. It's not this guided exercise of yoga or this. Don't do any of that. That's all. This stuff is good. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but this is like the next level stuff. Real meditation is not doing anything. Real meditation is running on the treadmill with no music. Real meditation is going through pain. I mean this. I really do. This is where you reach elite levels of being human. Sit on the floor in your living room and do absolutely nothing. Don't close your eyes. Don't get on your cell phone. Do nothing. And see the thoughts that come in your head. Are they positive? Are they about work? You're going to find, like, this is what happens to me a lot of times. I have, like, a bunch of things that come up. Like, oh, man, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do that. Like, oh, I forgot to send this email, or I got to call this person. And I wonder how she's doing. Like, I wonder how this buddy of mine is doing. Like, that's what comes up. It's a lot of work stuff. It's a lot of I have to do this, I have to do that. So, like, if I reflect internally on this, I guess my perception of this is, I feel unfulfilled. I constantly have to do more. And this is not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people that are very high quality in the world, and I find comfort in this, never feel like they're doing enough. The hardest working people in the room always feel like they're not doing enough. The laziest people feel like they're doing too much, and they're not getting enough back. So I always feel like I'm not doing enough. I always feel like I could do more. I always feel like I could help more people and talk to more people, and really, I wish I could clone myself and just delegate myself to do things that I need to do for the business, for the brand, for all the things I have. So that's what happens to me. Some of you might feel negative. Some of you might feel sad. Some of you might feel very, messed up by it. This is very similar to the thoughts that you get in the morning when you wake up. When I wake up in the morning, I think of all the things I have to do. I'm like, I got to do this, I got to do that. Sometimes I have moments of a little bit of frustration and anger because I feel like I'm not doing enough. But it's typically done in a positive way. But some of you might feel negative. Some of you might feel sad. Some of you might feel empty. Some of you might feel distressed, anxiety even, just by sitting there. If you cannot be by yourself, you will not ever win in life. You need to learn to be alone. Because when you're alone is when you can plan, and the greatest things that you ever will create will come to fruition. When you're alone, you can really think. You can really, really, really concentrate and focus. And great things require concentration and focus. And if you're unable to be alone, you will never be able to do these things. So, learn to love yourself. And if you're unable to, here's the remedy. First and foremost, don't try to go out there in the world and bang all the girls or bang all the guys. You got to chill out. You got to really, really lock in. Many times people feel like they're lonely, and their solution for being lonely is to go find people. That's not a solution for it. That's a temporary, that's a dopamine hit. The solution for being lonely is to learn how to be lonely. Is to learn how to really not turn that loneliness into loneliness, but to turn it into being alone. Being alone is different from being lonely. And so a lot of you just need to stop trying to date. A lot of you need to stop trying to be with people. You being single will help you learn to appreciate the people once you have them in a relationship. You gotta learn to be alone. Being lonely and single, it really makes your relationships better, because then when you get an actual relationship, you're just so much more involved. You're so much more there. You're so much more real about what's happening and what's going on in your life. And I really want that for you. I mean this. I say this like an older brother. You've got to learn to appreciate yourself. When you learn to respect yourself, not only are you not going to be pulled into stupid situations, but you're also going to be able to get out of bad breakups and bad toxic situations when they do happen to you, because you're able to find that love within yourself. And when you have someone good, you're able to really pour into them because you're not caught up with all this other stuff. The world needs to really take a step back and step away from social media and the illusion of options. We need to do it one at a time. And that's when things really work out well, when we do things one step at a time. So I want you to know that being single is not, it's not just banging out girls, going to bars, grabbing drinks, partying, taking hot girl summer trips and being on yachts. Like, that's not what being single is about. I know a lot of women that do this, and they'll deny it, and they'll say, well, I'm spending time with friends, I'm enjoying these memories with my friends. That's not what it's about. Your friends are not good for you. What you're doing is not good for you. You know it's bad for you. In your heart of hearts, you would not want your daughter or your son doing this. You would not want them to do that. And if you do, like, you're just not leading by the right examples. You really need to focus on building meaningful relationships in life. You know, I was talking to a buddy of mine today, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm single, I'm gonna enjoy, I'm gonna have my little hoe phase. I'm like, dog, like, that's not what it is. That's not it. Going out here, talking to these women, even if they're down for it, they want it, they want to get with it, they want to get the action. It's not it. That's not it. That's not good for you. That's not good for them. You know you're not, someone else is going to take it. Yeah, someone else is going to do it. Let them do it. Who cares? Let them go. Focus on you. The highest quality people, the most successful people in life are not in their single hoe phase. They're not doing that. They're locked in on their purpose. Being single is an opportunity for you to focus on your purpose more than anything else. Lock into what you need to do. Whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, whatever it is. Being a single girl, you got to protect your energy. You got to really focus on your beauty, your health, your mindset, your energy, your ability to nurture, your cooking skills, your ability to organize your business, your brand, who you are, the way you talk, the way you communicate, learn a new language, learn to travel. There are a million things I could tell you to do. But going out and banging dudes and spreading your legs and letting a man get on top of you and conquer you and choke you and spit on you and slap you, is that really what you want to be doing? That's the lamest thing that a girl could do. And for dudes, going out there at 2 a.m. after party, talking to this girl, hitting her up, telling her to come over, you might feel like the dog, you might feel like the man. Yo, you're losing time. That girl's taking away your sleep. She probably has nothing going on for herself. The girls that are coming over at 2 a.m., I'm sorry, they're losers. They're losers. They got nothing going on. And if you're a girl that's going over to a guy's house at 2 a.m., you got nothing going on. Some of you guys need to have something going on. You got to have something to wake up for in the morning. You got to hit that 6 a.m. workout, that 7 a.m. workout. But instead, you're out here trying to bang some girls out for 20 minutes of pleasure, and then you'll never see her again. What a fucking L. What a loss. What a lame thing to do. Get more focused on your purpose. Get more focused on your path. Open up your religious context, your books, get closer to God. Do something that's better for you. Don't do that to yourself. Learn to love yourself. Appreciate you guys spending some time here with me today. If you guys ever need me, you can message me, you can connect with me. There's a link in my bio on my social media. Join my Telegram channel. I just created it. Got a lot of cool stuff in there. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Subscribe to our podcast. And until next time, guys, sue me out.